And we are recording. I guess maybe you see that on your screen when I turn record on. All right, good. So I'm going to move back to the mat. So it's a bright, shiny day. I've got sunlight blasting in on from the kitchen window here. So let's all take a deep breath in and sigh it out. And one more deep breath. And let it go slowly. Finding that upright seat or lying on the mat. No stress, no strain. Just noticing. And you can find that tension in the body and you can release that. You're in control. No pain in yoga. You can rest whenever you want. Mindfully noticing what you feel in the body. And moving to three-part breath in that Ujjayi breath. If the eyes are closed, and gently open the eyes. Bring the hands to the knees, lifting up tall. Just draw the shoulders back and press the heart forward. Draw the chin in. Still deep breathing. Inhale, and on your exhale, take the gaze over the right shoulder and let the chin drop down toward the shoulder. Keep the left shoulder down and back. Take that breath, inhale, and bring the head up into center. Now take the gaze to the left and chin drops. Inhaling the head up into center. Exhale the chin toward the chest, keeping the throat open. Shoulders back. And now draw the chin toward the right shoulder. And then center and left. And center and right. Center and left. Bring the chin to center, inhaling, bring the head up. And now take the gaze up toward the ceiling, pressing the chest forward. Not so much the belly, but the heart. And exhaling, coming back up. Good. Take that breath. And bring the arms wide, turn the palms toward the front. And on your next inhale, draw the arms back. Lift the gaze, point the fingers behind, And as you exhale, bring the hands down to the knees, let the chin come down toward the chest as you round back. Long, slow, deep inhale, opening the arms wide. And exhaling, hands to the knees, chin to chest. And one last time, inhaling wide, really taking up space here. Exhaling, chin to chest. And rounding gently back up to that upright seat, draw the shoulders back and down. And bring the arms out wide, fingertips down toward the floor. Exhaling, inhaling, turn the palms up and take the hands up toward the ceiling. Let the gaze drift up toward the lifted hands. Exhaling, reaching wide, hands come down. Turning the palms up, inhale. And exhale wide. Now bringing the hands out in front, lift them up toward the ceiling. Turn the palms to the front, press through the heels of the hands as you exhale the arms down. Turn the palms in, inhale, the hands lift. Exhaling, palms to the front, really pressing out as you bring the hands down. And one more time, palms turn in, hands lift. Bring the palms together. Take the gaze straight ahead and draw the arms back. Still reaching toward the ceiling. Try to keep the neck relaxed and breathe. Now release and turn the palms forward, exhaling, pressing forward. Good. Gently move the shoulders, move the head, release the neck. Those neck muscles get locked up really easily. Good. Inhaling, bring the shoulders up to the ears, and now bring the shoulders back and down. And releasing, inhaling the shoulders up. Exhaling, shoulders back, shoulder blades together, toward the center and down. And release. And inhaling, shoulders toward the ears, shoulders back. And now hold the shoulders back. Gently move the head. Face is soft, neck is relaxed. Hands and fingers. Still holding the shoulders back. One more deep breath. Yes, and release. Good. And bring the right hand out in front. Reach it out, stay tall. Strong through the arm as you draw the arm in toward the shoulder. And now bring that hand up to the ceiling. Good. Gazing up toward the lifted hand. Turn the palm to the front and draw that arm back and up. Be nice to the neck here. So don't strain the neck looking toward the ceiling. And bring the hand back up to the ceiling. Bring the left hand out. Arc over to your left. Keep the right sits bone on the mat, on the block, on the chair, wherever you are. Right shoulder back, reaching up and out. And bring the right hand back to the ceiling. Reach up there and exhale the right arm down. Good, all right. Move the right arm, move the right shoulder. Just move. That's all we want to do is just move. Yeah. Movement is life. So bring the left arm out, straight out in front. Strong through the arm. Inhale and bring the left hand up to the ceiling. Reach it up there and turn the palm toward the front and draw that arm back and up. And that left hand back to the ceiling. Bring the right hand out, slide it out, arc row. Strong through that lifted arm. And the left hand back to the ceiling. And rooting down through that left sits bone, reach up there and exhale the left hand down. Good. Again, moving the shoulders, gently moving the head. So lifting up tall, inhale, and as you exhale, gently let the chin come down toward the chest, round back and release. Just let everything go. And inhaling, rounding up, shoulders back, gaze lifts. And exhaling, rounding chin to chest. And one more time, lifting the gaze, drawing the shoulders back, and exhaling, chin to chest. Ah, yes. Coming back up to that upright seat. Bring the hands and the fingers down to the mat. Turn the palms away so the fingers are touching the mat, fingertips. And yeah, just go where you can here. Sensation, no pain, right? Just gently moving the palms of the hands toward the front of the mat. Fingers pointing back toward your feet, legs. And coming back up, release that, and roll the wrists and wiggle the fingers, waggle the fingers. All right, bring the hands out in front, interlace the fingers, press the palms forward. Good. So the upper shoulders are a little bit rounded here, but the spine is long. Now, as you inhale, draw the shoulders back and let the hands lift. Good. Take the gaze straight ahead. And as you exhale, round back, arms parallel to the floor, pressing forward. Inhaling, coming up, shoulders come back, hands lift. Gaze goes straight ahead. Exhaling, round chin toward the chest. And one more time, coming up tall, hands lift. Gaze straight ahead, still pressing to the ceiling. And now exhale and round. Coming up tall, turn the palms toward you, release, and again, fingers and wrists. Yeah, all good. So bring the hands out in front, palms down, bring the fingers and thumbs together or into fists, and then turn the fingers and knuckles down toward the floor. Good, just breathe. Good, opening the hands wide, reaching forward through the fingertips, really stretching those pinkies wide. And release the hands down. All right. Bring out your right leg. Support behind the knee. Get strong through that leg. Pressing forward through the ball of the foot and the heel of the foot. And now circle the toes. In the other direction. And point the toes and flex, and point and flex, and point and flex. Spread the toes, get as much daylight as you can between the toes. And then turn the toes to the outside, so outer rotate that leg. And then toes to the ceiling, and now inner rotate, pointing the toes to the left. And back to the ceiling, pressing out now through the outside edge of the foot. And now point the foot, flex the toes, still spreading those toes. Yes, bring the foot in now. Support the leg with the right arm. Support the knee. No sensation in the knee, of course. And find that feeling, that sensation that's right for you. Don't forget to breathe. Now with the right hand or the strap, you extend the right leg, draw those shoulders back, lift up tall. Take the foot to the right. And to the center, crossing over with the left hand to the outside edge of the right foot. Take the foot to the left, extend the right arm, reaching. Sensation. And surrender here, relaxing the face, strong through that right arm. And the right leg is active, although not real active. And now come back to center and lift that leg a little higher. Release and press out through the heel and the ball of the foot. Scrunch the toes, spread the toes, scrunch the toes, spread the toes. Good. Bring the right foot down and take that breath. And bring out the left leg. Strong through the leg. And circle the toes. In the other direction. And point the toes and flex. And point and flex that foot. And point and flex. Spread those toes. And then turn the toes out to the left. And to the ceiling, and now turn the toes to the right. And back to the ceiling, and pressing out through the outside edge of the foot. And now again to the ball and the heel of the foot. Now point the foot and flex the toes and spread those toes. Good. Bring the foot in, rock the baby. Staying tall, shoulders back. And now extend the leg. And take the leg to the left. out to the left. And center, crossing over, foot to the right. Left arm extends, gazing back, surrendering. And bring the foot back to center. Hands behind the calf, lifting the leg a little higher. And then release strong through the leg, pressing out. And scrunch the toes and spread the toes and scrunch the toes, spread the toes. Bring the left leg down. Coming back to the seat, cross-legged seat or wherever you are, lifting up tall. Take a deep breath in. And exhale it out. Let's come over onto all fours. You can come up with your hands on the seat of the chair if you prefer. Fingers really spread wide. Of course, you can wrap your fingers around the edges of the chair seat if you choose. If that's not comfortable for your wrists, the hands flat. We'll do some cat-cow. So inhale, let the gaze come straight ahead. Elbows draw in, exhaling. Head drops toward the mat, belly draws in and up. Inhaling, lifting the gaze. Exhaling, belly lifts. Inhaling into cow. And exhaling into cat. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to that neutral spine. Inhale here, and as you exhale, let the hips move out to the left. Take the gaze to the right, toward the back of the mat, past the right shoulder. And inhaling, come to center. Exhale, hips move right. Gaze past the left shoulder to the back of the mat. Inhaling, center. Exhale, take the gaze right. Inhaling, center, and take the gaze left. And back to center. Good, big circles here. Take the body to the right. Open the knees a little bit. Let the hips come back toward the heels. And now the body to the left, coming up and forward. Shoulder blades onto the back. Stretch the wrists. Exhaling to the right and back. Head drops. Inhaling to the left, coming up and forward. Gaze lifts. Exhaling to the right and back. One more big circle to the left and up. And to the right and back. And going the other way to the right, coming forward. Shoulder blades come onto the back, belly drops. Exhaling, rounding, hips come back. Two more big circles, inhaling and exhaling. And when the hips come back toward the heels, Just bring the elbows down, let the head move down toward the mat. If you've got a block, you can rest the head on the mat or let the head come all the way down to the mat. As you breathe, your hips settle a little bit closer toward the heels. So lifting the head here, walk the hands up toward the front of the mat. Elbows now lifted, fingers spread wide. And as you inhale, come up and forward into knee plank. Bring the shoulder blades onto the back, long through the neck and spine. And now exhale and take the hips back. Inhaling, coming up and forward, knee plank. Upper arms press into the sides of the ribs. Exhaling back. And inhaling up and forward into knee plank. Good. Now let the belly settle toward the mat. Lift the gaze toward or straight ahead. Again, feeling the upper arms against the sides of the body. And now exhale and take the hips back toward the heels. Ah, yes. And with strong, straight arms here, let the head release toward the mat or that block. Lifting the head, bring the elbows down behind the wrists. Interlace the fingers. And now curl the toes and just gently lift into dolphin. Lifting the knees up off the mat. Feet are hip width apart. And you're pressing the hips back with the forearms. Bent knees. And move the heels. One more breath. And now bring the knees back down and come back into your resting pose. Bring the hips back toward the heels. And you can cross the arms, rest the head on the arms, or you can bring the hands down by your ankles, palms up, and just release. And bring the hands under the shoulders, coming back up into table. Extend the right leg with the toes on the mat. Good. Release the hips. Press back through the right heel. And lift the heel, hip height, the foot, and the left arm extends, upward pose. Good. Strong here. One more deep breath. Now bring the left hand down, take that foot out to the right, slide it forward. Toes point toward the top of the mat, point in. Little bend in the right leg. And now just gently, gently move the hips back. Finding that stretch on the inside of that right leg. Moving forward now, lifting that right leg back hip height. Strong. Sacrum is flat. And exhale the right knee down beside the left. Gently move here in table. Extend the left leg with the toes on the mat. Let the heart soften as you press back through the left heel. And lift the left foot, hip height, extending the right arm, upward pose. Good, get strong and long. Bring the right hand down and take the left foot out to the left, slide it forward, toes point in, flatten the foot on the floor, and now gently move the hips back. And coming forward, lift that foot back hip height, toes point straight down, strong through the leg. And bring the left knee down beside the right. And just move gently in table. Curl the toes, lift into downward facing dog. Ah, yes. First one of the day. Knees bent, feet hip width apart. And working one heel and then the other toward the mat. And now step the feet forward toward the hands. Spread those toes. Inhale into half lift. Long through the spine, long through the neck. Bend the knees into forward fold. Hands come down to a block or fingertips to the floor. Let the head release. Work the heels here. Move the head. And the belly is stuck to the upper thighs. Good. bend the knees, press into the mat, rounding up slowly. Bring the shoulders back, lift the gaze straight ahead. Inhaling, take the arms up. Gaze lifts. Hands together, reaching. Exhaling into mountain pose. All right. That was warm up. We used 35 minutes for warm up. I like to do the spinal flow. It really feels good. So looking down at the feet, pick the mat up with the toes. Scrunching those toes. Spread the toes. Now press down into the mat with feet. Come up tall. Shoulders back. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, arc over to the right, right arm down beside your right side. Inhaling the right arm up. Exhale, arc to the left. Inhale the left hand up. Arms wide, palms turn up, twisting right, gazing back. Inhaling up. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhaling up. And now bringing the hands through the heart or past the heart, hinge into forward fold. Let the head go, press the hips to the ceiling. Bend the knees, reaching forward now, hands together, coming up. Exhaling back into that gentle back bend. Inhaling up, take the gaze straight ahead, draw the arms back. Exhale, mountain pose. Good, yoga flop. Stepping it out. Let's work through sun salutation A. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to the half lift. Belly toward the toes. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back into plank. Bring the knees down if you choose. Draw the elbows in, and as you exhale, lower. Inhale to cobra. Feel those toes, the big toes touching. Feel the toenails on the mat. Breathe. And now pressing up to the knees, knee plank, or up to full plank, back to downward dog. And now step the feet forward. Come to half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Get long through the spine. Bring the arms wide. Turn the palms up toward the ceiling. Press and come up. Exhale, mountain pose. Good, all right. Moving to warrior two here. Inhale and bring the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Coming to half lift. Exhale, big step back with the right foot toward the back of the mat. That high lunge. Making sure that left foot is up there. Spin the back heel in and down. Take the right hand up toward the ceiling and lifting up. Come up to warrior two. Ah, yes. Press that front knee to the outside. Press back through that right heel. Bring the right hand down to the back leg or curl it around the back. Come into exalted warrior. And back to warrior two. Elbow to the knee, the front knee, and take the right hand to the ceiling or extend it. Let the arm fall past the face. And bringing the right hand down to the floor. Spin up on the back toes, back to the high lunge. Long through the neck here. Gazing straight down. Strong through the back heel. And take the big step to the front of the mat, come to half lift. Exhale and fold. And now arms wide, inhale up. Exhale, mountain pose. Take the breath. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Ujjayi breath, inhale, half lift. Exhale, big step back with the left foot, way back there. Finding that high lunge. Spider fingers, but long neck. Spin the back heel in and down. You can step the foot up a little bit if you choose. Take the left hand up toward the ceiling. Rotate up to warrior two. See the big toe to the inside of the right knee. Reaching through the fingertips. And now bring the left hand down, either to the back leg or around the back, lifting the right hand to the ceiling. Coming back to warrior two. Bring the right elbow to the front knee. Getting long, let the hips settle. Right hand up, left hand to the ceiling. And now extended side angle. And bringing both hands down to the mat. Spin up on the back toes. Let the hips drop. Finding that strong high lunge. And step to the top of the mat. Come to half lift. Exhale and fold. Bend the knees, arms wide, pressing to come up. And exhale, mountain pose. Ah, yes. So here's a balance pose we haven't tried in quite a while. It's dancer. So if you've got a piece of furniture handy, let's try it with that. So I'm going to use this chair right here, albeit it's a rocker, but it'll at least give me some sense of stability, right? So bringing my left hand down to the arm of the chair, I'm going to bend my right knee. I'm going to reach back to find the right foot. And then I'm going to gently come forward, kicking the right foot away and lifting that foot to the ceiling. And then I can take my hand off the chair arm if I choose. And coming up. Good. So take a breath. Let's do it to the other side. So stepping toward the chair, I'm going to use the arm of the chair. I'll bring the weight into my right foot. I bend my left knee. Now I'm going to hinge forward, lifting the left foot, extending the right arm. And coming up. So furniture, wall, anything that works for you. So pressing down into the mat from the top of the mat, let's do chair before we come down to finish up. So inhale and bring the hands up. Exhale into the forward fold. Inhale to half lift. And now bend the knees and take the hands out in front into chair. Let the bottom settle down toward the mat. Knees point straight ahead and breathe. One more breath. And now exhale into the forward fold and lift the hips up toward the ceiling. Let the head release. And breathe. Inhale, half lift. And now exhaling, bend the knees. Take the arms out in front. Let's stay here for 3 long, deep breaths. You can do it. One more. Exhaling, come down to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Now step back into plank, bring the knees down. And the feet around to the front. So let's take a minute to just release here in seated forward fold. So with a little bend in the knees, get long through the spine, and now take the heart toward the toes, reaching up toward the ankles with the hands. And exhale, let the head release toward the knees, and just breathe. And inhaling, come up. Bring the right foot to the inside of the left leg with the knee pointed out to the right. Come up tall. Flex that left foot, toes pointing back toward your face. And now exhale and fold over the straight leg or between the knees. Surrender to this. Breathing. And inhaling, come up. Bring the left hand to the inside of the straight left leg. And now arc over the left leg, right hand to the ceiling. And coming up, bring that right hand down, and hopefully there's carpet or some padding for your knee, but come on to the right knee. Point those left toes and reach the left hand to the sky. Extend here, long as you can get. Heart is open to the ceiling. Exhaling, bring those hips down. Bring that right knee to the ceiling. Leave the foot in the center of the mat or across to the outside of the left leg. Extend the left arm, bring the left elbow to the right knee, the bent knee, and twist to your right. Inhaling to the front. And releasing here. Extend the right leg. Take a deep breath. Bring the left foot to the inside of the right leg. Get tall. And exhale and fold. Inhaling, come up. Now right arm, right hand to the inside of the right leg, arcing over the right leg. And coming up, bring that left hand down behind the knee, behind the left leg, onto the knee and extend here. Exhaling the hips down, left knee to the ceiling, cross the foot over if you choose. Right arm, right elbow to the knee, twisting left. Stay tall here, drawing that knee, the bent knee, across the body. And inhaling to the front, release that left foot. Ah, good. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And bend the knees, bring the hands behind the knees, gently come down to your back. Ah, good. Bring the right knee into the chest and hug it in. Take the right knee up and over toward the right shoulder. And then straighten the right leg, bring the left knee into the chest. And toward the left shoulder. And bring that left foot down to the mat, bring the right foot in so both feet are in close to the hips, hip width apart. Bring the left ankle onto the right knee, and you can start with that by gently, with the left hand, just gently moving that bent left knee, the left knee toward the front of the mat. And reach through for figure four. Bring the right foot down, release the ankle, and now bring the right ankle onto the left knee. Gentle pressure with the right hand on the right knee. Right foot is flexed. And figure four. And bring the left foot down, release. Bring both knees into the chest. Take both feet straight up to the ceiling. Good. Open the legs wide, turn the toes out. Bring the hands in prayer, reaching between the wide legs, head and shoulders off the mat.
2 more deep breaths. And bring the hands to the outsides of the legs, bring the feet together, let the head and shoulders come down to the mat, bend the knees, and bring the feet down to the mat. Come into cobra pose. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Turn the palms up. Bring the knees up to the ceiling. Take the arms wide. Bring the feet in wherever you want them to be. Let the knees fall over to the right. Turn your gaze to the left. And breathe. Knees to the ceiling, knees left, gaze right. Knees to the ceiling, bring both knees into the chest, gently rock. Good, extend both legs long. Turn the palms up. Well, let's do a stretch first. Inhaling, full body stretch. Inhaling, really reach. And now exhale into Savasana, resting pose. Face is soft, jaw released. Melting into the earth. Little movements, larger movements. And coming over to one side and up when you're ready. Thank you for practicing, and namaste. Have a great week, and we will see you on Friday.